Nobody's legend. Let go of who you were, rewrite your story, and take back your life. Written and narrated by Jason Ferguson. Author's note. What's up, family? If you're listening to this book, you've already taken the first step into a story that is as raw as it is real. This is an unfiltered journey through nearly every triumph I've celebrated and dark secret I've wrestled with. By the time you finish, you'll not just know my story, but you'll know why it matters. If you're here, we're already connected. So yeah, at this point, we're family. Writing this book has been one of the most emotional, challenging, and rewarding journeys of my life. What started as an idea in the early days of the pandemic became a 4-year process of reflection, vulnerability, and growth. Each chapter, each word represents facing fears, pushing past self-doubt, and sharing my truth in the most authentic way I know how to. I won't sugarcoat it. There were moments I didn't think I could do this. Imposter syndrome flooded my thoughts, whispering that my voice didn't belong on these pages or that my story wasn't worth telling. I kept asking myself, would there really be a reader interested in this? I wrestled with fears of judgment, of not being a good enough writer, and of the potential shame and embarrassment that can come with exposing too much. But those fears became my compass, guiding me toward the truth I needed to tell. If even one person sees a reflection of themselves in these words and feels inspired to keep fighting, keep dreaming, or simply keep going, then every sleepless night, every edit, and every vulnerable moment has been worth it. This isn't just a story about me. It's about the people and experiences that shaped me, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the lessons learned, and the mistakes made along the way. Out of respect for those who have been part of my journey, I've changed names to protect their anonymity while still giving you an unflinching look into my world. Writing this book has been deeply therapeutic, helping me make sense of my past while holding space for my future. And in the end, maybe that's the beauty of sharing stories. They're not just reflections of where we've been. They're bridges, connecting people, experiences, and understanding. The lessons we carry from our experiences are not meant to stay locked away. They have the power to spark belief in someone else that transformation is possible. Even the hardest moments, when shared, can reshape lives. To anyone who has ever doubted themselves, felt unseen, or struggled to rise above life's obstacles, this book is for you. If my story can be a reminder that change is possible and that resilience lives in us all, then I've done what I set out to do. Thank you for listening to this book, for allowing me to share this journey with you, and for walking alongside me as I step into this space, not just as a storyteller, but as a fellow traveler on the path of growth and self-discovery. Introduction. We all have moments in life that define us. Moments when everything changes and we're forced to face the truth of who we are, what we've been through, and what we're willing to fight for. This book is about those moments. It's about resilience, transformation, and the pursuit of something greater despite every setback, mistake, or self-doubt that stands in the way. If you're listening to this book, it means you're searching for something. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's clarity. Maybe it's proof that change is possible, even when it feels out of reach. Whatever brought you here, I'm glad you showed up. Because while this is my story, it's also about what is possible for you. Nobody's legend is not just about chasing a dream. It's about fighting through the noise to figure out who you are and what you're made of. It's about the kid who grew up with more dreams than resources, the athlete who had to work twice as hard for half as much, and the man who fell apart only to discover how to rebuild himself piece by piece. It's about wrestling with demons, staring down failure, and clawing back from the brink of losing everything I've thought defined me. Life is messy, and so is this journey. But that's the point. It's through the chaos, the pain, the moments when we feel like giving up that we learn what's possible. We all face struggles, no matter the arena of life we're in. It's this shared experience that inspired me to write this book. I wrote it for the underdogs, the dreamers, and the fighters. It's for the high achievers, the hitters who recently realize there are cracks in the foundation that nobody else sees but them. I wrote this to remind us all that the hardest moments in life do not define us, they refine us. I know because I've been there. I know what it feels like to wonder if change is even possible. That is why
Sample complete. Ready to continue?